Following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Sioux Falls West has it another time. Bergeson now is in onside. Shot, they score! Beckett Haldy wins it in double overtime.
And a hat-trick goal.
It's time for the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Xander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, and the Field House.
Out to the blue line. Carter Vilhauer gets free. That shot, they score! We are tied at 4! Vilhauer ties it up with 7:45 to go.
And by Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenix, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, First United Methodist Church, and River Bottom Sanitation.
So here now a chance for Sioux Falls West back in the offensive zone. That shot, here's Campbell. They score! Jeff Campbell makes it 3-2.
And by Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Tech, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank.
The Rushmore Thunder, 22-0 in the regular season. They survived last night, down 1-0 through 2 periods. They won it 4-1, and they celebrate an undefeated season and a 7-0 dominant performance and win the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers.
And now to the booth for the call with John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
As we welcome you back for day 3 and game 2 of our final state tournament of the year. It is Aberdeen and Brookings in the third place game. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, and this is the number 5 versus number 7, and if by seeds you're thinking this is a consolation championship, you're wrong. Aberdeen with the 4-2 upset over the number 2 seed Sioux Falls East in the first round of the state tournament. The second game, they came back from a 2-0 deficit, and then it was Brookings that overcame that early lead from Sioux Falls West. Again, yeah, it's a 5-4 upset, so it's not a big upset, but it still is a lower seed beating a higher seed. And Brookings won 3-2 in overtime against Sioux Falls West. Both teams yesterday end up falling. Yankton beat Aberdeen in the first semifinal game with an 8-3 final. Rushmore had to survive against Brookings with a 5-3 win when Brookings had it down to a 4-3 game in the final couple minutes. And now here for third place, the Rangers and Cougars get an opportunity to battle in our second game today. And even though Brookings got 2 wins against Aberdeen, this is a really good Aberdeen team this weekend. They got they will have their highest finish since 2003, and they're not looking as I have them winning third place already. I have both graphics up already. I have both graphics ready to go because there's also the Brookings Rangers that can win, or the Aberdeen Cougars that can win. But no, nobody has won yet. So I apologize for that. Nobody has won yet, but.
And we haven't predicted a win yet.
We're not. No, I'm not certainly predicting Aberdeen to win. I'm not predicting Brookings to win either. That's not how we are up here. But this Aberdeen team is a very good team, a different team than what maybe the first part of the season. It absolutely different than the first part of the season. But this is 2 really good teams that have had good tournaments coming in for the third place game.
Well, the Aberdeen Cougars team, we talked about it, John, more than once, that 3 weeks left in the season, 3 to 4 weeks left in the season, Aberdeen Cougars didn't even think they were going to be here, or there was a good possibility they weren't going to be here. But they did everything they needed to do to get here and get here in 7th, and they are a good team right now, and they've played really well in this tournament. This team is peaking right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And this team didn't just get into the tournament as a number 8 seed. They got in as a number 7 seed, and that worked out pretty well because they didn't have to go against the undefeated Rushmore Thunder in the first round, and they get a win to advance to the state semifinal, which was the first time since 2005 that number 7 team beat a number 2 team, and now they got every opportunity to go get third place. And obviously, what stands in front of them is always a very good Brookings Rangers team. They finished 4th last year, but they were less than 3 minutes away from going to the state championship last year. Yes, they finished in 4th, They were very close to being the Rushmore Thunder yesterday, and now they're not going to be down on themselves because they lost yesterday. They expect themselves to get to the state championship every year, but they're not going to come in here and say, woe is us, we're going to be fourth place, like we don't care, we're playing for third. They're going to come in here and play a very good hockey game to try and get third place.
Yeah, they expect to win the last game of the year every year.
Absolutely.
No, and of course now you're going to go for third place, but the Brookings Rangers, it'll be interesting to see how the Brookings Rangers are going to play. Are they going to go back the way typically the Brookings Rangers play? We saw Watertown and we saw Brookings kind of take a defensive stance with Rushmore. And the Brookings usually doesn't do that. Brookings Rangers, they're always pushing their offense. But what they tried to do is play in their defensive zone and keep the game close. And they had a chance to tie it up.
Yeah.
Their strategy worked. But now are they going to revert back and be the Brookings team that you normally see?
Now, I will somewhat disagree with you just a little bit that their defense is always so good that it translates to teams making mistakes, and their offense is just so good because of how good their defense is, where if they still play good defensive hockey, because Rushmore is so good that as good as your defense can be, they're getting back on the puck. They're just high flying. They're flying everywhere on the ice. That this Brookings team takes advantage of every mistake that you make on the offensive zone. You feel like you can get Brookings hemmed in. You can't.
Yeah.
And then they go the other way, and you make one mistake, that their offense just goes, because they're so tight defensively, you don't get a chance to get set up in that offensive zone, and that's what drives them into having such a good offense too, is that their neutral zone play is better than any team in the state, because if you make a mistake in the neutral zone or right in the very beginning of the offensive end, you're done.
Well, and you see Brookings, though, last night as they played against Rushmore, a Brookings team that was content to ice the puck at times, in which we don't see. And that was part of that strategy, as you don't push the offense as much as they do. But they did play defense. And that was a strategy that teams are starting to use against this powerful Rushmore team. And we're going to see if Yankton can maybe execute some sort of strategy in our next game tonight in the state championship game.
Well, for Aberdeen, they are led by Carter Vilhauer, who has 5 goals in this state tournament. He's got 3 goals and 5 points in this state tournament. Aberdeen has scored 7 goals, and he has been a part of 5 of those 7 goals. Drake Rourke had an unassisted goal, and then it was Clefman that got a goal from Danielson. That was the only 2 goals of the 7 that Aberdeen has scored that Carter Vilhauer has not been a part of on the score sheet. Then for the Brookings Rangers, Jay Harris has 2 goals. He had a big goal last night to help get within get within 1 to make it 4-3. Jackson Heller had a great game, scoring a goal and an assist. And really, when we talked with Garrett Gersner to get the lines, he was kind of that 13th forward almost. They said he was going to, maybe him and one other guy are going to be that 12th to 13th forward. And all of a sudden he's going to point in a goal and assist. He's not, if that could be your 12th and 13th forward or part of that potential 4th line, that just shows you the depth of what Brookings has to make them a very dangerous team. Yeah,
and I think we will see Jackson Heller on the ice a little bit more in this next game, as he played a really good game last night.
Well, we will step aside and come back with our starting lineups and puck drop of our 3rd place game between Aberdeen and Brookings, as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
At Muth Electric, we don't just power projects, we empower people. We invest in training, mentorship, and career development opportunities at every level. Because strong careers build strong communities. Your future is bright with Muth Electric. Muth Electric now hiring.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
As we welcome you back, it is the Brookings Rangers and the Aberdeen Cougars coming up here from the Shields Iceplex. Aberdeen has made their way out of the ice, as it is going to be Maxwell Weisenberger that will get the starts, as you're also listening on K Country 102.3. 10 wins, 3.47 goals against average, .862 save percentage, and does have a shutout on the season. We'll get to Ryder Anderson's number here in just a moment as well. But looking forward to this matchup, Jim, between these two teams.
Yeah, I do look for this one to be a good one. Of course, you get down to this side of the bracket, and everybody wants to win that last game of the season, and you can bet that the Aberdeen Cougars are ready to play. They've come to this tournament with a good attitude and basically nothing to lose as a 7th seed. They're going to face that 5 seed of the Brookings Rangers. We're going to go down for the starting lineups.
The home team on the floor, the Brookings Rangers. Let's meet the starting first for Aberdeen. At right wing, number 19, Drake Rorig. At left wing, number 15, Paxton Dahlman. At center, number 12, Carter Vilhauer. On defense, number 7, Austin Schmidt. On defense, number 29, Jackson Danielson. And in goal for the Cougars, number 33, Andrew Weisenberger. The Cougars are led by head coach Dana Myrie, assisted by Kevin Hunstead and Landon Danielson. And now the starting lineup for the Brookings Rangers. At right wing, number 20, Talon Hyde. At left wing, number 18, Jackson Heller. At center, number 10, Jay Harris. On defense, number 15, Maurer Bartley. On defense, number 19, Nolan Krogman. And in goal, number 1, Ryder Anderson. The Rangers are led by head coach Garrett Gerstner, assisted by Cody Honkamp, Aaron Rogers, and Justin Kirkable. Your game officials for today's game, as assigned by South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, are as follows. Your referees from Rapid City, South Dakota, Cade Blumenrader, and from T, South Dakota, Zach Juergens. Linesmen are Brian Rice from Brandon, South Dakota, and Trevor Preston from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. All right, fans, who's ready for a little hockey this afternoon? That's a good start, but I know
we are ready to go,
that.
as it is going to be Jim Lloyd on the call for Brookings and Aberdeen.
Welcome aboard. Anywhere in the world you're watching or listening, we appreciate you having us along. It's the 10th game of 11 this weekend here at the Shields Iceplex. And what a good time we have had bringing you all the action, hockey action. Been a great tournament. We've had a good tournament, as it always is. The last couple years we've started on a Thursday, Friday, and championship Saturday. Winner of this one's going to take third place in this tournament. It's a 7th seed, Aberdeen Cougars, and it's a 5 seeds, Brookings Rangers. And we are about ready to drop the puck. And we are underway as this puck gets back to the defense for the Brookings Rangers. As they go defense to defense. Now up into the neutral zone, touched along, and scoots all the way back down. This is Heller, Jackson Heller. He's in the lineup.
The starting lineup.
Yeah, as he's had a really good game last night. As this puck goes to the defense of the Brookings Rangers.
Played by high stick, so we'll get our first whistle here 31 seconds in. By the way, we mentioned it just a little bit ago, but we will get you Ryder Anderson, his stats, as he has got to 6 wins, so 1.41 goals against average, 886 save percentage, and 3 shutouts.
And we have faced off Brookings Rangers over on the far side. Now the puck's going to come out into the neutral zone, turned over here by Vilhauer. We've already talked about Carter Vilhauer and what kind of player he's been. And I'd expect nothing less, as we are going to face off to the right-hand side. Andrew Weisenberger, we've seen him the entire tournament.
He has done a great job, 57 saves on 67 shots so far in this state tournament.
This is Weber back out to the blue line. Offensive zone here for the Rangers. Comes out to the neutral zone. This is Weber. Weber's going to throw it on just a little bit out. Weisenberger's touching along for his defense as it comes out to the neutral zone, and swatting on an entry attempt is the Brookings Rangers. Now they're going to get it going with their legs into that far side. Turned over once again. There's our first shot of the game from the Brookings Rangers.
It is KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as well as also Cake Country, KKQQ, Brookings Volga. Just past 4 o'clock on this third place game.
Brookings Rangers face off, and a shot goes by Loveseth, and it goes up and over the top, maybe off a pad. As play continues over on that far corner, held in here by the Brookings Rangers. A shot off the pad and going to go all the way back down. That shot was blocked there by Landon Schmidt. Back to the defense for the Aberdeen Cougars. Gets taken off the puck. That was Medill turns it back the other way. Gets surrounded by the Brookings Rangers and pushing it forward. Losing the puck. And this is Rourke. Rourke for the Aberdeen Cougars, going to push it up into the neutral zone. Back to the defense, Danielson. Danielson's in, going to take their Aberdeen Cougars' first shot. And a rebound. Nobody there for the Aberdeen Cougars, and turned over. And back in the defensive zone up to the neutral zone. On the far side, this is Christofferson. Christofferson's going to take a shot into the glove of Weisenberger.
Weisenberger again, those 57 saves. Now he's got 60 saves this state tournament, as he has stopped 60 of those 70 shots that came his way, including that win on Thursday, that 7 seed over the 2 seed.
This is Christofferson working behind the net. He takes a check and gives up the puck out into the neutral zone, thrown back in by Atwood Amon. Evans turned over, Vilhauer's in, and he's going to wrap it back around. Looking over on the far side over there for Dahlman. They can't keep it on the stick up to the neutral zone. Picking it up there is Austin Schmidt. Over to Dahlman. Dahlman's going to throw it on in a rocket from the red line. Glove down by Ryder Anderson. Brookings Rangers quickly throwing that puck down all the way down on net. Weisenberger kicking it out with a stick. And Furrick throws it all the way back around in that defensive zone out to the neutral zone, intercepted. Intercepted by Talon Hyde. He can't keep it on his stick. Back out to the defense of the Brookings Rangers. Thrown in the near corner by Jay Harris. Aberdeen Cougars in defensive zone. And there's a shot by Heller, and it's going to be gloved by Andrew Weisenberger.
Mentioned Weisenberger, Ryder Anderson making his first start of the state tournament. Neil Trigstad played the first 2 games as he stopped 26 of 50 of 56 overall in those 2 games. But Anderson gets to start the third place game.
Jay Harris with the face-off. That bounces off defense to defense all the way back around Harris. And this is Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde going to bring it back up. Going to leave it in that back corner. This is Heller. Heller going to work on a centering pass, and they score! It's going to be Heller to Jay Harris, and the Brookings Rangers are on the board at 13:04 in this first period.
You mentioned how good of a tournament as Heller is having, and he found Jay Harris, and that might have been a replay that was blocked by one of the Brookings Rangers players. It was Heller that ended up blocking our vision, but a good shot by Jay Harris to make it a 1-0 game.
Heller to Harris. As Weber gets thrown out of the circle, it is Nielsen. Wins it back over, goes over to the defense. This is Froeck. Going to throw it in to the defense of the Brookings Rangers. Defense to defense, quickly up to the far side. Up to the far side of the Brookings Rangers. They're in. As this puck is loose, Nielsen can't keep it on his stick, and a shot. That shot goes up and over the top. Play continues at the blue line. Blue line, dumping it down. This is Johnson going to chase down into the corner for the Brookings Rangers. And Aberdeen's going to wrap it around and out.
Jay Harris and Talon Hyde get the assists. Jackson Heller and Talon Hyde get the assists on the Jay Harris goal.
So there's going to be 2 assists on that first goal for the Brookings Rangers. Quickly out into the neutral zone. Player goes down over there. And we're going back the other way. That is Bartley. Back to the defense. Quickly up. As touched along there by Rorick. Back to the defense. This one is up and down as Brookings Rangers get it up through the neutral zone. Intercepted up here by Danielson. Danielson, defense to defense, intercepted once again. If they hurry up, they're going to go in 2-on-2. Brookings Rangers are in. A shot goes off the post, maybe sticked away by Weisenberger. Working behind that net. Now centering pass, broken up in traffic, back the other way is the Aberdeen Cougars. Aberdeen Cougars on the far side gets run off the puck as it comes into the near side. This is Bartley going to try to push it up and does. All the way up to the far side, Christofferson. He's going to try to make the corner, pushing it up into the blue paint and blocked away. Out to the blue line, a quick offensive effort here by the Brookings Rangers. Centering pass goes wide. That was Cooper Schneider. Didn't get all of it, and it went just wide. As an exiting pass gets broke up just for a second. Puck is just left over there on the side. Now it's slapped in by the Rangers. Cooper Schneider's the first one to it in the near corner. And a pass going all the way across. That pass was by Deers, Mason Deers, out to the neutral zone and thrown back in by the Rangers. This offensive pressure by the Rangers, like we talked about, this is the way they play in that offensive zone. And this is Talon Hyde trying to get it on his stick right in front of us, pushed all the way back down by Landon Schmidt. Turned over, Brookings Rangers into the neutral zone. On that far side and taking a shot. That was broken up in traffic. And another shot by Jay Harris, and that one is stopped by the glove of Weisenberger.
1-0 lead for Brookings here with the 10:06 to go in this first period. And a big goal by Jay Harris, who picked up his 3rd of this state tournament.
Offensive face-off here, won by the Brookings Rangers. There's a tip in front. Harris couldn't get his stick on it. Another shot in front, broken up in traffic. Thrown back out to Caleb Johnson. He gets it taken off of his stick. Aberdeen Cougars going to be 2-on-1 here, going to want a forehand. That's knocked off the glove of Ryder Anderson and pushed out to the far side. Aberdeen going to play a little offense here, down into the near corner, as it's down deep to Rourke. Rourke looking for a centering pass, missed the first one and got up over the top, as that puck went back out to Jace Byram. And now it's going to go all the way down, and we're going to get an icing call. Offensive face-off coming here for the Cougars. Couple good shots by the Aberdeen Cougars.
Just 2 shots on goal so far, as they've been outshot 8-2, but they're trying to force their way in the offensive zone right now. Maybe try and find that tying goal here early on in this midway point, really, of this first period.
Vilhauer at the face-off, and it's going to go all the way back down. No icing called, as Weber picks it up on the near side. Centering pass broke up by the Aberdeen Cougars. And Danielson turns it around, gets it up to Vilhauer. Off the near board and off the stick of a Brookings Ranger. This is Bartley pushing it up the right way. Nielsen, it goes down on the near board as he tries to play in that offensive zone. It's thrown over to the far side, and it is Dahlman as he takes a shot as he dumps the puck in deep. Traffic in front. It was Rourke that got tied up for a moment there with Ryder Anderson, and this one's chipped out to Nielsen in the neutral zone as he throws it down to the ice and into the near corner. Aberdeen Cougars wrapping this one around over on that far side. This is Dahlman trying to get it going in the right direction, and it's all the way up. And this goes to Malson. Malson going to chase down to the far corner. He's 1-on-2. As Bartley takes it out to the blue line, and quickly Brookings Rangers are in. Looked like it could have been an offsides call, not called. As the Rangers back out to the blue line. They're going to take a shot, broken up in traffic. The Aberdeen Cougars content to plug up that shooting lane for the Brookings Rangers. As contact over on that far side out to the neutral zone, pushing it along and dumping it in is the Aberdeen Cougars. Once again, Brookings Rangers work deep in their defensive zone. All the way up to the near side. That was up to Kloot. He couldn't keep it on his stick. Back to the defense for the Aberdeen Cougars, and into the offensive zone over on that far side. This is Medill. Been a tough one all weekend. As this one is held in by Danielson. Danielson's going to wrap it back around onto the stick of Frederick. Held in by the Cougars. Vilhauer chases over to the far corner. He's the only Ranger on that end of the ice. Is he going to throw a centering pass to nobody, as Aberdeen was caught in a change. And this is Kloot. He's going to dump it down for the Rangers. Back and forth as Vilhauer looks cross ice down in that far corner, trying to get it to Dahlman. Just a little bit out in front. Centering pass by Vilhauer. In front was Warwick. He couldn't settle that one down in front. And the Brookings Rangers are up the other way. Up the other way, this is Jensen. He's going to skate around the puck, looking for a centering pass. And that was broken up in traffic. And out of the zone it comes. Chasing back is Krogeman, as they're going to set up in their defensive zone here. Pushing it forward, Cooper Schneider. Cooper Schneider going to leave it for a teammate that's broken up. Aberdeen playing good defense. As Danielson brings it up, he leaves the puck. And it's pushed down once again to the defense of the Rangers. Defense to defense. Looking up at the ice. That is Jensen. As he loses it off his stick. A little tick and tack in the neutral zone. And this is Jay Harris. He's going to go in 1-on-4. Going to try to turn the corner on a backhand. Can't get it in the right direction. And up into the screen it goes.
We go back, this is a couple minutes ago now, but the play where Ryder Anderson was turned and his head was facing the goal. Let's see if we can see it from this angle. Oh, that puck was right behind him. And by right behind him, meaning that he was turning facing the goal. That goal was wide open for a moment.
He lost track of it right at his skates. This face-off is won by the Brookings Rangers. Going to wrap it back around Cooper Schneider. We're going to throw it down to that far corner out to the defense. Defense over to the defense. And goes a shotgun looking for a tip in front. That shot went in by Atwood Almond and blocked up in front. It was Heller standing in front looking for a tip. And we're going to face off. 5:26 in this first period. It's a third place game here. 10th game of 11 today. We're in this tournament. And it's Jay Harris taking this offensive face-off. Back out to Almond. He's going to push it down in the near corner. Heller looking for a centering pass as Harris fans on that attempt. High puck comes out into the neutral zone. Harris once again. This is Heller. Get it rubbed off the puck. And Harris gets it down into the near corner. And Danielson, he gets rubbed off the puck. Harris tries to get a backhander. Gets pushed away as the Aberdeen Cougars with a high entry pass chasing down on the other end. This is Clefman. He's the first one to it in the far corner as the Brookings Rangers surround him. There's a centering pass broke up by the Rangers. And a shot. That was by Vilhauer. He picked up a high puck, threw it to his stick, and took a quick one. And it's held in the far corner by the Aberdeen Cougars. It's a 1-0 game. As the Brookings Rangers scored at 13:04. Make it a 1-0 game as this one goes all the way back down. Vilhauer's going to chase in there against Almond. Wrapping around over to that far side, holding his own was Danielson. This is Nielsen. He's going to take it in. He's going to go in 1-on-3. He's got a trailer and a backhand. Gets touched away by Weisenberger. As it wraps around, we're out to the neutral zone. Tapping along is the Aberdeen Cougars walking the blue line and getting a shot broken up in traffic and into the screen.
Here's that replay of Weisenberger making the save. I don't know how much, if it ended up being hit a couple times up in the air off the pad.
Maybe got it a pad.
Yeah, it hit the...
Took a swat with a paddle.
It hit the goalpost, hit the crossbar.
Holding the zone after the face-off here is the Aberdeen Cougars. Working around, Nielsen's going to get it. Going in the defensive zone, bounce it off that far board, and a backhand up and out of the zone. Heller with another backhand, going to throw it down deep for the Rangers. Over the Nielsen, this picks it up on that near board. And tapped out to the defense is Bartley. He's going to take a shot, a bouncing puck. Nielsen had a shot at it as he was looking for the redirect, and it gets pushed all the way back down. It is going to be an icing call.
3:17 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 lead. Jay Harris from Jackson Heller and Talon Hyde. Those three have been on a line, the Triple H line, I guess you could say. Throw a little WWE in there.
It is the Triple H line. Offensive face-off here. The Brookings Rangers lose it over to the Cougars. Cougars looking center ice. They've got it. As they go into the offensive zone a little bit fast. That was Medill.
It's close, but I think Wiseman got it right.
They usually do.
Offside by just a fraction.
Facing off in the neutral zone and thrown back for the Aberdeen Cougars. Back over to Bartley. Bartley up the line. And that's Clute, who's got a reverse field. Gonna go back to Bartley. Bartley all the way back down where Fishback gets his stick on it. Up to Wassam as he goes down in the near corner. Walking the red line is the Brookings Rangers out to Bartley. Defense over to defense. Over on that far side, pushing it down deep is Krogman. Players down in that far corner. Kicking it along in that corner was Landon Schmidt back out to the defense. Krogman wraps it around into the near corner. This one is chipped up high. Cooper Schneider can't quite bring it down. And the Rangers throw it to the defense of the Cougars. Up to the near side is Wasson with a centering pass. Up in the neutral zone, Dahlman takes it in. That shot or pass is broken up. Going back the other way is the Brookings Rangers and a shot. That shot went on there by Mason Deers out to the blue line and wrapping it all the way back around. Into the near corner, Schneider puts a hit on one of the Cougars over in that far corner. Puck is loose, tied up over there. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Picking it up in the neutral zone. Going back defense to defense. That was Johnson over to Frederick. Frederick back to Johnson. Up to the neutral zone. Schneider can't get his hands on it. It gets blocked away as it goes down deep in the offensive zone. Aberdeen can't keep a stick on it in the neutral zone. And Brookings going back in the other way. This is Jay Harris that can't keep it in his stick. And Heller pinching down with a backhanded shot. That was picked up by the defense of the Cougars. As it's held in deep, thrown down deep, Talon Hyde. We're at that 1 minute mark in that first period as Johnson throws it down, wraps it all the way back around, looking for Heller on the far side. Brookings Rangers playing a little offense. Heller can't keep it going in his stick. And out into the neutral zone. Quickly a bouncing pass up to Heller in the neutral zone. We're at 38 seconds. Jay Harris, and it goes off his back and into the stands.
Just 35 seconds left to go in this first period. This is, right now, it's 9-4 in shots, but with an offensive zone face-off for Brookings, Aberdeen's going to be very good defensively right now to keep this a 1-0 game after the first period.
Weber's going to roll in for the face-off. Wins it to Nielsen, pushing it to the blue paint and sticked away. Out to the neutral zone. This is Weber going to throw it in deep. 25 seconds. That went on net as it comes out into the neutral zone. Whereas Weber's going to chase it all the way down. 18 seconds left. A long ways to go if you're going to go all length of the ice. Brookings Rangers going to go down behind their own goalie, out to the far side, and they're looking for a stretch pass up along the far boards and throwing back over towards that blue line and in front of that Aberdeen bench, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it for their first period. At 13:04, it was Jay Harris from Heller and Hyde, and that's what you see on the scoreboard right now. It's 1-0, Brookings Rangers.
We will return with our first intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, as well as also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Quality fuel, quality service. That's the DJ Cenex promise. Derek and Maggie Dell are proud supporters of local hockey. Swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping, to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
As we welcome you back, it is a 1-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Aberdeen Cougars at the end of the first period. As you look at those stats right there, the only thing, Jay Harris' goal from Talon Hyde, as well as also Jackson Heller, and the goalie saves of Ryder Anderson 4 of 4, Weisenberger with 10 of 11. That's all the stats. No penalties in that first period either from either side. And we look at the one replay that we have for the goal, and it is going to be Jay Harris' goal, the pass from Jackson Heller, and a good shot there from Harris to make it a 1-0 lead. And a really good start to this game as we'll look at the other angle here from behind the net. I think Jackson Heller gets in the way, but he made a really good pass. You can see that puck going in. A start for the Rangers, Jim, that they were expecting to have. They are coming in here expecting to win this third place game. You know, both teams are coming in expecting to win, but this Brookings team jumps out right away with that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I kind of look for something to happen in the second and third period. It's kind of been a slow, kind of a good hockey game yet, but slow as far as stats and a lot of action. A lot of turnovers, a lot of pucks going across the neutral zone and so forth. If you had to pick a team that was controlling the tempo, I would say it was the Brookings Rangers. But I really look for the pace to pick up here as the Brookings Rangers come out. Aberdeen playing a lot of defense right now in front and doing a good job. But I really look to see one of these teams are going to break this thing open a little bit and have some good scoring opportunities in the second period.
Yeah, and as you kind of expect to, they're shutting down the Aberdeen Cougars in shots on goal, just 4 shots on goal, and some of them were quality shots, and obviously the one, Ryder Anderson, didn't become a shot on goal, but he almost misplayed that puck a little bit with his teammate as well, and it nearly turned into Aberdeen having a shot, but overall, and this is what you kind of expect. Brookings team does not give you a lot of shots on goal throughout an entire hockey game.
Yeah, it's pretty typical the way Brookings are playing right now, and the Aberdeen Cougars content to play a little more defense or being forced to play a little more defense than they would really like to, and have not been able to set up a real good offensive zone at all for the Aberdeen Cougars. But that can change, and I look for this game to change big time. A lot of up and down in that game, not a lot of possession.
Yeah, it was a quick-moving first period. Again, without any penalties, just that one goal. It was up and down and a quick-moving first period here in our third-place game between Brookings and Aberdeen. A 1-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Aberdeen Cougars. As we'll take a break, and we'll come back with more of our first intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, and also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps! When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets, and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sale Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building.
As we welcome you back, we continue our first intermission reports. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. It is the bracket that you can see on Capital City Rock Sports. I didn't put the wrong bracket up there, predicting one team or the other to win. But Sioux Falls East won earlier today, 5-3 over Sioux Falls West to claim that consolation championship. And now the third place game here, Brookings and Aberdeen. And again, not getting ahead of ourselves, but looking forward to that state championship game between Rushmore and Yankton, because it's the first time ever that Yankton will play for a state championship, and they're playing one of the most dominating teams in league history in the Rushmore Thunder, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight in the state championship.
Well, that's the grand finale of the weekend, is that championship game, and good for Yankton, Much less, you only been here a couple times, and here you are playing for state championship.
Yeah, last year in Watertown was their first ever trip in the state tournament, and now their second ever trip turns to a state championship appearance. And we mentioned it too that for Yankton hockey, this is these guys. There's a lot of seniors on the team.
Yep.
They've done something for the next generation of the Yankton Bucks hockey that I don't think they're going to understand for a couple of years. They may never feel like they fully understand it, but this town of Yankton there's going to be a lot of crowd here tonight in support of Yankton, from Yankton, that's going, and they're going, and maybe they'll hopefully. Obviously, they're going to tune everybody out, but they're going to hopefully understand the impact that they have on Yankton Bucks hockey down in the southeast corner of the state, because this is a big deal for them to be in the state championship.
Absolutely. Like you said, they may not know it right now, but what's happening is they're starting a tradition of winning, and that is not easily started, especially when you've had a team that's struggled over the years. Quite honestly, they've struggled at times. Their hockey team has. And now here they are. This is the start of the things to come and a tradition of winning. It's pretty impressive, actually, that they've done it that fast.
Yeah, to get to where they were from last year, making the state tournament and now the state championship. But we've got the second period on the way next for Brookings and Aberdeen. A 1-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers on a Jay Harris goal. Gets us to the second period as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, and also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Jason from Leisure Palace. Spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio patio, creating your perfect escape.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
For over 55 years, Muth Electric has been powering progress across the Midwest. Our team of professionals deliver electrical solutions with innovation and safety at the core. We work with purpose, knowing that each project contributes to something bigger. Muth Electric, a partner in building a brighter future since 1970.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
As we welcome you back, it is the start of the second period, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Aberdeen Cougars. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd. And real quick, Jim, Mike and Lynn Sandvig have sent an email to me talking about as hockey parents and grandparents for many years. I want to thank us for the production of the broadcast of the state tournaments. They enjoyed the game and our expertise that we bring to the game. And they've been having a lot of fun watching these state tournaments. So we appreciate the kind words from Mike and Lynn Sandvig, and it's fun to hear from everybody.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. We really do. We like to hear from everybody, and kind of makes it worth doing, knowing that people appreciate it, and folks that can't get to the rinks, and we can bring it to you. We sure like doing it.
We like the fact that nobody sends us any hate mail yet.
Well, we don't even open the hate mail. It goes right straight to spam. So we are about underway. It's the second period of the second to last game of the boys' state tournament. And what a state tournament it's been.
One more game to go after this, but still 2 periods left in this hockey game.
I look for this one to change in the second period. And we are underway. This puck is won over to the Brookings Rangers up on the far side, thrown in by Jay Harris. He's going to wrap it around. The first one there is Talon Hyde in the near corner. Talon's going to take it up to the other side. A backhand pass and a shot misses everything. Comes up to the near side. Back out over the far side, thrown up. Down into the defensive zone, back out to the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers will settle it down, throw it in on a backhand. Not all the way down. As Dahlman's going to throw it out to the neutral zone. Over on the far side, this is Bartley. He's once again going to throw it in and comes around. This is Brookings Rangers with a shot, maybe a pad. And that puck is sitting right there. Weisenberger thought it was behind him, and it was on his right pad. I could see it from here. There goes a shot in, broken up in traffic. That shot Won by Bartley as he gets the rebound back out to the red line. He's going to try to throw it forward. Nielsen picks it up, gets a check as he releases it and throws it in deep in that zone. As Weber looking for a centering pass. Nobody there. Vilhauer is there to knock him off the puck. Offensive zone here. Deep in the offensive zone is the Brookings Ranger. Now it comes back up and out in the neutral zone. Vilhauer's going to be the first one there. They're going to go in 2-on-2. Vilhauer takes a quick one and is tipped up into the net. Stoppage of play at 15:31.
Here's that play from Weisenberger, who then turned around.
See, he looked back. It was to his right on sitting in front of his pad the entire time. Now you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, you'll be able to see him as it comes back right there.
See, it's right there.
Right in front.
He's got the pad up against the post. As it gets wrapped around, thrown back down to Frederick. Frederick throws it up to the blue line. Rangers at the red line. Put it in the offensive zone, not far enough. Picked up by the defense. Momentarily into the near corner. This is Clute. Back out into the neutral zone over on that far side. Can't get to it as Molson. Molson, now he does get a tap on. It goes forward down into Holland. Holland gets taken off the puck as that puck is pinned against that far corner. Here's Lehnan. Going in to help there is Caleb Johnson. And it does come out to the Brookings Rangers up to the neutral zone. Up to the neutral zone, throwing it in as Waylon Collar. As Brookings is going to get a change. As they backhand back in. This goes right over to Byram. Can't keep it on his stick. It comes out to the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers over to Johnson. Going to bounce it off the wall. Schneider can't handle it. This is Blossom going to throw it up to Meidel. He's going to throw it all the way around.
Medill.
John, when he touches the puck,
I just say his name?
Just say his name.
Okay.
We'll tag team that one.
Medill,
yeah. That was Medill again. We make fun of it. It's our own fault. As Cooper Schneider goes in, it comes back out to Wassam. He's going to take a shot, and that is broken. That is broken up here. Going back the other way this is Jensen down in the near corner. Brookings Rangers in that deep in that offensive zone. Cooper Schneider going to throw it back out. Krogman's going to take a shot. A lot of traffic in front. Trying to get it on his stick was Christofferson. He's going to throw it back out to the blue line. Bartley going to take a shot, and that went off a shin pad as Christofferson saw it in front. And he can't get his stick on it. And all the way across is the Clefman. John? Medill?
Did he have it? Oh, yeah, he did have it. You got it right that time.
Sorry, we won't do that anymore.
I was watching the Rangers make the change, looking over at their bench.
Heller trying to get it up to Hyde. He can't keep it on. This is a shot going on there by Rorick. He missed everything. Gets his rebound over on the far side. Now he throws it to the pad of Ryder Anderson. This puck shoots out to Heller on the near side. Going to push it up the boards. Gets taken off the puck. Offensive zone here. For a minute, this is Heller. Heller going to throw it up to Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde and Heller going to go in 2-on-2. Hyde takes a rocket up over the top of everything. This puck remains deep in the offensive zone for the Rangers. Pushing it over on the far side. This is Dahlman. Gets it out to the blue line. And they hit somebody in the bench?
Played by High Stick.
By High Stick.
And it was by the Rangers, so it'll become an offensive zone face-off here for the Aberdeen Cougars.
I was watching the interaction between Talon Hyde over on that far side with Rorick. They were talking to each other over on that blue line right in front of the bench. As this was wrapped back around and up into the neutral zone and thrown back down. And it goes all the way back around. Trying to get Nielsen. He couldn't get to it as he dove for it. As a work behind the back. Nielsen with a centering pass. That one's tapped along and thrown in deep and wrapped all the way around. Was Johnson for the Brookings Rangers. And this one's chipped high off into the hand of Caleb Johnson. And it goes back down once again. Stepping around to check. And out into the neutral zone, stepping around that check was the Aberdeen Cougars, as Caleb Johnson going to chase it back all the way up quickly into the offensive zone, push back out. Over on the far side, pushing it all the way down on the offensive zone now. That was Wassum. Aberdeen holding the zone. Not real cleanly, but they are holding the zone as play continues in that far corner. A lot of stick work, a lot of loose pucks. Now it's pinned up against the boards.
I think
11:04.
Went off of 8 different players in 8 seconds.
Yeah, Caleb Johnson, he's pushing around. That puck remains over on that far corner. Now we're going to stick it against the boards one more time. Medell is there.
Two for two.
As it comes back out into the neutral zone and racing back and holding the zone is the Rangers. Over on that far side, now they're going to settle things down and push it down deep into that near corner. Chasing over there is Fishback, wrapping it up into the neutral zone. Krogman, he's going to throw it on net and on a one-hopper to Weisenberger off to the right-hand side. Defense of the Cougars are going to work as Fishback brings it up, stepping around 2 players. He gets surrounded as he goes in 1-on-4 and quickly up to the neutral zone. Collision on the red line. Cooper Schneider and Rorick pushing and shoving. Now this puck comes down right down in front of us. Christofferson's going to try to keep it in the offensive zone. Defense. Up into the neutral zone. Picked off the stick there by Deers. Deers going to throw it in. He's going to look for a backhanded attempt into the glove of Weisenberger.
I think we got the replay right here of how good that was for that play to be onside. Cooper Schneider, that was perfectly timed to get back onside right there.
That's Mason Deer. He steps around one. He does get a decent little backhand shot. As this puck is held in by Heller. And we're going to get a whistle in the near corner. We're going to have a face-off here for the Brookings Rangers, an offensive face-off. Taking the face-off is going to be Jay Harris for the Rangers. The puck is stuck on the dot for a moment. Comes out to the near board. Vilhauer tries the backhand, and now it's chipped up and out of the zone. Chasing all the way back is Bartley. He's going to wrap it around the far side over to Krogman. Krogman slaps it off the board, out to the defense. Aberdeen Cougars pushing it forward up to Vilhauer. And it's in and wrapped around. Over on the nets, that's Dahlman. He's going to carry it, takes a check there from Bartley, and we're going back the other way. Talon Hyde. He's going to go in 1-on-3. Got help now as he's going to circle back around out to the blue line. And it's dumped in by Frederick. This one comes out to the neutral zone as the Brookings Rangers try to hold the line. There's Vilhauer. He's going to go in 1-on-1 if he hurries. He gets blocked away and out to the neutral zone. This is Nielsen. He's getting run off the boards, loses his stick, and has to give up the puck.
3 different guys tried to check him, and the third one finally, he got checked to lose the puck.
And this one's going to go all the way down for an icing call. Offensive faceoff coming here.
That looked like a football play where the quarterback couldn't find anybody open, so he decided I'm just going to throw it out of bounds. He throws that one for an icing.
Nielsen was going up in front of his own bench. He looked like a running back going down the sideline. Everybody wanted a piece of him.
And he was able to slip through 2 of those 3 guys.
He lost his stick, got hit twice after he lost his stick. There he's going to get hit again in the near corner. That is Nielsen. Yeah, it's Parker Nielsen. He's played a good tournament. As it's going to be held in deep. This is Nielsen down in the corner in traffic. Now he's going to get out and back looking for a centering pass. And back out to the defense. This is out to the defense. A shot and a tip in front. A close redirect. Didn't get enough of it. Play continues back behind Weisenberger. And Aberdeen is up and out. Turn the puck over In the neutral zone, back to the defense. Aberdeen Cougars, defense to defense. Out to the neutral zone. And backing up once again is the defense. Dangerous pass there on the forecheck by the Brookings Rangers. Out to the neutral zone. Rangers are going to step around. This is Weber's going to dump it in deep. A little dump and chase. Chasing over on the far side is Mason Deers. As the Aberdeen Cougars try to chip it out. Get it out to the neutral zone and thrown back in by Frederick. Frederick once again throws it back in. Can't touch it out of the Brookings Rangers. As they're going to settle it down now in the neutral zone. This is Krogman. Krogman's going to go in on his forehand. Gets held up for a second. A long pass over to the far dot. In the front a couple touches. And thrown into the near corner by Bartley. Offensive play here by the Brookings Rangers. Held in by Krogman. Down to the near corner. As this play continues behind Weisenberger. Back out to Krogman. Defense over to defense. This is Bartley going to take a shot. That's broken up and into the screen.
A little bit ago, here we'll see one. I think it was it Jay Harris? I'm not sure who it was. Somebody had their stick lifted up high in the air, and it came back down and they caught it. I think it was Krogman.
Krogman, yeah. It went up in the air and he caught it.
Let's see if we see it from this angle, too. He just, again, that stick just got popped up into the air, and then it came down right into his hands.
Bartley sends it around as it comes out into that neutral zone. Back to Bartley. Bartley's going to pitch it up to the red line. Back to the defense. Held in momentarily. Bartley's going to take a shot and a slap shot into that near corner. Off the skate of the Aberdeen Cougars. He blows a tire as he enters the offensive zone. This is Medill. All the way back around. Why is that name so hard? I don't understand it. As taking off his skates, Aberdeen Ranger, that's Christofferson at the blue line. And he's slow to get to the bench. And the Aberdeen Cougars trying to set up a little offense here. Missed everything on a shot there from the defensive line over on the far side. This is Rorick. Getting tangled up. Puck comes back out to Heller. Heller's going to try to wrap it up to the blue line and does out to the... This is Halsley. Aberdeen Cougars, this is Heller. He couldn't keep it on his stick. As Brookings, once again, going to have to regroup, and they're going to throw it all the way down deep. Jay Harris chasing in that offensive zone. This is Harris. Gets pushed off the puck. Harris going to walk it to the blue paint. And we got a dead puck. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Brookings Rangers.
4:53 left to go in this second period. No scoring yet in this second period.
It's a 1-0 game. And we haven't seen the back of the net since 13:04, where Jay Harris in the first period. There goes a shot broken up in traffic. Talon Hyde, a good look. Jay Harris is parked in front. This is Johnson going to throw it in deep. Cross pass intercepted. Nice play there by Malsom. Malsom get it out to the neutral zone. And push back forward where Hyde tries to get the handle on it. Wassum's there to play defense. Wassum's going to break it up. And we're going to get a whistle.
Offside against Aberdeen.
It's an offsides call, a late offsides call, as that puck was in the offensive zone for a while, and I think the players are thinking the same thing. As Wassum was playing it up against the board for several seconds.
7 shots between these two teams in the second period. 5 for the Rangers, 2 for Aberdeen.
Face-off won by Aberdeen Cougars. As it's wrapped around by Jay Harris all the way up and out of the defensive zone. Picked off the stick. Good play over there by Vidal. This is up to Clefman. Clefman is in. A shot, nice shot between the legs of a defender and a pad save by Ryder Anderson. Up to the near boards. This is Heller. Throws it out to the neutral zone. It's going to not go far enough as Harris going to take a shot just outside the dot and held in here by Heller. He's going to walk it in. Backhanded pass over to the far side. Offensive zone here, Brookings Rangers. Defense to defense. This is Johnson. Going to step around the puck and throw it in deep. Back down to Jay Harris. Working below that red line. This is Harris. Looking for a centering pass. And it's in front. And Weisenberger loses his helmet.
I have to stop play for that one pretty quick whenever he lost his helmet. Go back to that Ryder Anderson save real quick, too. That one got the very edge of that until it almost looked like it could have knocked the blade off of his skate. Right between the legs and right able to kick it out. Ryder Anderson able to kick it out the last moments. Keep that from going in. You can see that again from this angle, too. Right there at the very end to kick it away.
This face-off is won as Dahlman takes the offensive zone on a forehand, and a shot goes off the top of the glove. Oh, Ryder, and that was a bullet. Up into the screen. Not sure if Ryder Anderson saw much of that one, but he got just a piece of it. Vilhauer stepped in. And it skirts back across. And we're going to get a whistle there. I don't know what that whistle was for.
I'm not so sure either.
They kind of looked over at the crease, but it wouldn't be a crease call as the puck wasn't even near it.
Maybe the net came off real quick and Anderson fixed it, but none of the referees went over to it.
Vilhauer over on the far side takes the offensive face-off. That's one over the Brookings Rangers defense as they're going to push it along the near side. Long stretch pass there looking for Zweber. He couldn't catch up with it. As Dahlman turns it around deep in his defensive zone, puts the puck out front. Player gets taken down for the Brookings Rangers, and it's tapped out into the neutral zone where Bartley's going to settle it down. Thrown back. Rangers, this one goes back up and back out to the neutral zone. Krogman. Out to the neutral zone, back to the defense. It's number 16, Jason Reddy. As this one caroms back around and thrown back deep into the defensive zone. Brookings Rangers trying to work out of that defensive zone. This is held in by Dahlman. On the near side.
We do know who Jason Reddy is, who number 16 is on the Brookings Rangers. It is Jason Reddy.
It is. We're kind of referring to a video that we watched at one point. It was kind of funny. We don't have to get into it, but it was pretty funny on a play-by-play call first, and this is Reddy. Bringing it in on his forehand. He's going to try to turn a corner and gets tripped. And it is going to be a tripping penalty here on the Aberdeen Cougars.
First penalty of the day from either side. It will go for a power play, and it is going to be Walsum that will go. Wasum that will go.
So Wasum.
Oh, sorry, Hosley that will go.
You got it.
Remington Hosley will go for the trip.
So
1:54 to go in this second period.
So the Brookings Rangers are going to be on a power play, a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the remainder of this second period, and it's cleared down by the Aberdeen Cougars. A good opportunity to go up by 2 if you're the Brookings Rangers here, as they're going to work up, get down in that offensive zone, looking to set up their power play as Bartley's going to circle the wagons. There's Nielsen in front and goes off a shoulder and up into the screen. As Weisenberg had everything he could do to keep up with that one. Off the left shoulder. Aberdeen's going to change out, get some new legs in. Brookings are going to keep them out. This is Jay Harris. Going to take that offensive face-off, held in by Krogman. On the power play, it's Krogman running the point. Down to the near side, this is Talon Hyde. Step around, going to leave it for Krogman. Setting up his power play attempt, centering pass. Broke up, and this is Vilhauer. He throws it to his stick. He's going to go in one-on-one. As he's in the offensive zone, got a good shot and a good look, shorthanded. Touched up by Ryder Anderson and into the screen.
Vilhauer's been the best Aberdeen Cougar in this state tournament. Pretty much, I mean, you can, by stats-wise, too, the best Cougar this season. But he's lived up to it with 3 goals and 2 assists so far in this state tournament. 23
goals on the season, and he's gotten nothing but better this entire season. as he's now sitting on the puck on the dot after the faceoff. Now it's cleared out. And we are under a minute in this second period. Brookings Rangers on a power play. This is Johnson going to take it back over to Bartley. Bartley going to take a shot, and he scores! That's Mauer Bartley on a power play goal. 45.8 seconds left in the second period, and if you're a Brookings Rangers fan, that's the one you need.
See the replay here, the second angle, just going all the way through there and right over the top and in.
It's easy for me to say. Mauer Bartley. He's going to score the second goal for the Brookings Rangers. They haven't scored since the middle of the first period, and they're on the board 2-0. As this one ticks away at that 32nd mark in this second period, held in, now goes back out into the neutral zone, going back the other way is Aberdeen Cougars. 17 seconds left. It's going to be chipped out to the neutral zone. Talon Hyde going to take one more run at it. 11 seconds, pushes it down deep in the offensive zone. Puck in the near corner. Back out to Frederick. Going to take a shot. Skate block in front for the Aberdeen Cougars. That was by Byram, and that's going to do it. A late period goal by Mauer Bartley, and that makes the score 2-0. Brookings Rangers after 2.
We will come back with our second intermission report after this, as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube, as long as also on K Country, but you're also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Oh, shut the water off! Shut the water off! Oh, don't give me that look. I know you said to call Allied Plumbing and Heating. I read the instructions and I watched a couple of videos. I thought that I had this. Let me watch a couple more videos and I'll take care of it. Just go to your sister's. I'll have it fixed. Hello, Allied Plumbing and Heating. I need your help.
You can rely on your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating. 605-494-2001. Whether you're a pro contractor or a weekend warrior, your project deserves more than just a big box store. It deserves a local touch. At Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre, we've been helping build South Dakota since 1996. From foundation to finish work, we carry everything. Lumber, trusses, custom cabinets and windows. With over 150 combined years of experience, our team doesn't just sell materials, we provide the expertise to get the job done right. Stop by Bauman Lumber on Sale Barn Road or visit us at baumanlumber.com. Bauman Lumber, your local partners in building a better home.
Hi, it's Jason from Leisure Palace. Spring is closer than you think, and now's the time to plan your backyard upgrade before the rush hits. We have beautiful new patio furniture arriving daily, built for comfort and durability, along with stunning fire tables to keep your space cozy and warm. Also, make this the year you invest in relaxation and wellness with a new spa from Hot Springs, Caldera, or Free Flow Spas. And if you're ready to warm up and feel better right now, our saunas are in stock and ready to go. Proudly serving the entire state of South Dakota, and remember, we guarantee the lowest prices. Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio, creating your perfect escape.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
It is the end of the second period and a 2-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers over the Aberdeen Cougars as you're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, as well as also KKQQ Brookings Volga. As the Rangers got the lone goal that second period, they had the lone goal the first with Jay Harris. Then it was Maurer Bartley. They got the goal from Carson Klutz and Caleb Johnson on the power play with just 48 seconds remaining in the period to take a 2-0 lead here in this third place game, as we'll show you the replay of this goal scored by by Maurer Bartley. There's the pass from Johnson across that all the way right through, and the screen in front, there was nothing there for Weisenberger to really see, as it was Deers that was standing in front of Weisenberger. That one went right past the shoulder and in, and it's a 2-0 lead after the end of the second period. And the Rangers, while this Aberdeen team is not going away, and again, some of these teams that you'll say, hey, if you're down this, if this is the score after two periods, some teams would say they take it. I think Aberdeen would probably say at the beginning of the day, yeah, we'll take it. I think now as the game has gone on, they say, well, we'd like to be 1-1 or maybe have a lead, but they're still well within striking distance right now, down just 2-0 in this third place game.
Yeah, for the Aberdeen Cougars, it's just kind of unfortunate. You give them a power play right at the end of that period, and then they score and late in that power play. And that takes the wind out of your sails just a little bit, but you're only down by 2. If the Aberdeen Cougars, based on how you've played at the end of the year and how you've played in this tournament, you can still come right back in this one.
I think the biggest thing that I wouldn't say is frustrating, but the biggest thing for Aberdeen that kind of stands out, Ryder Anderson's made 9 saves.
Right.
And he has not allowed a goal. 9 saves on 9 chances. Aberdeen's got to get more shots on net in this third period, which, not that Brookings has got a whole lot of shots either. They've only got 17, but they've been able to cash in. And if Aberdeen, I wouldn't say, well, in the third period of their win against Sioux Falls East, they had 5 shots on goal and scored 3 times. So it's not like they can't only get a couple shots and still come away with the win, but they would like to see their offensive zone pressure. It's been a lot of neutral zone play for these two teams, and it's mostly been on the side of the Brookings Rangers being on the offensive end.
Well, and the Aberdeen Cougars, I think, need to play a little better possession hockey. They seem to be turning the puck over a lot, especially in the neutral zone, turning the puck back over to the Rangers. And like you said, there's been a lot of neutral zone play in this game, but you get it on your stick and try to get a little possession and get in that offensive zone. Yeah, shots on goal. They need to put the puck on the net a little bit.
It is 2-0 at the end of 2 periods. We'll step aside and we'll come back with more of our second intermission report as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, and also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Need cool as heck logoed caps, t-shirts, and snuggly sweatshirts fast? Get them at Cotton & Customs Embroidery and Screen Printing Studio in Volga. Their cool new, faster screen printing technique means no more plasticky, dried-out lettering to peel off after a few washings. No logo? Let Cotton & Customs design and digitize one for you, free. See their colorful embroidered logos really pop. Click cottonandcustoms.com. Let's brand your brand together.
As we welcome you back, it is a 2-0 lead for the Brookings Rangers at the end of two periods. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. A little bit of a theme going in the first two games, although that Aberdeen hasn't scored 2 goals. But I guess right now the team that won scored 1 in each of the 2 periods. But we had a 1-1 game after 1 in the 5th place game and a 2-2 game at the end of 2 in that 5th place game. It was 1-0 in this game, now 2-0 in this game after 2 periods. A little bit of a theme going right now, Jim.
Low scoring.
Low scoring, but at least something being scored in each of the periods.
Yes, and we actually had a penalty this second period where Remington Hosley went in for a trip, but that's about it. It resulted in a power play goal at the end of the period for the Brookings Rangers.
And when we look at the bracket on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, Sioux Falls East got the win over Sioux Falls West in that 5th place game. Now we've got that 3rd place game going into this final period between Brookings and Aberdeen. And then that championship, Rushmore and Yankton. That'll be coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be on the air at 6:45, maybe a couple minutes before to get things rolling, to get ready to go for our state championship title game between Rushmore and Yankton. But here in this 3rd period, Jim, going into this 3rd period, we'll start with the Aberdeen Cougars down 2-0. How do you outscore Brookings by at least 2 goals to send this to overtime? If not, how do you still win this game in regulation?
Well, put some shots on goal. The Aberdeen Cougars are good shooters, but they need to test Ryder Anderson a little bit here. Get him moving, get him working a little bit.
The Brookings Rangers up 2-0. What they do so well is protect leads. How do they make sure they protect this league and get a win?
Possess the puck and control the tempo. That's what they've done so far, and you got to do one more period of it.
2-0 is their score. We will be back with the 3rd period. Rangers over the Cougars right now in our 3rd place game as you're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, and also watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Supporters of local hockey, swing by for a quick refuel and experience the local friendly service and clean atmosphere that makes a difference. We're more than just a gas station. We're your hometown partner on the road. Get ready, because the best is getting even better. Our brand new state-of-the-art car wash upgrade is coming soon to give your vehicle the VIP treatment it deserves. DJ Cenex, fueled by community, driven by you.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Stulkin Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulkin Peterson LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
As our Aberdeen teams take the ice at the state hockey tournament, we're cheering them on from home and inviting you to come see where that pride begins. Aberdeen is a community that rallies together, on the ice, in our schools, and across our local businesses. From great food and unique shopping, to year-round events and family fun, there's always something happening here. So when the tournament wraps up, make plans to visit. Discover what makes Aberdeen worth the trip at aberdeensd.com.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
We welcome you back as we get set for the third period of the Brookings Rangers and the Aberdeen Cougars. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, and the referees are in the way. We're looking to highlight, great, you can see Randy Preston to the left side.
You can see Randy.
Right there he is, getting some fist bumps through the glass. And the USHL guys, the Sioux Falls Stampede on-ice officials that are working all of this tournament. They've been here all weekend long, and it has been a lot of fun to hang out with those guys. We've been able to hang out today with them.
We have.
The last 2 days we've been gone from one game to the next, so we haven't been able to be in the hospitality room when they've been there.
And we've worked with those guys for a lot of years, actually.
Yeah, pretty much any time it's been in Sioux Falls, they've been working with us, and it's been fun.
And things always seem to go smooth when those guys are in the box over there, as they know how to do it.
Do you think it has anything to do with them?
Well, I mean, we've had smooth broadcasts without them.
Right, but it is fun. They're a good group over there. The USHL Sioux Falls Stampede on ice officials.
What did Randy tell us? 4,000 games he's done the PA announcer.
He's done it for a long time.
We are underway. As this puck's out into the neutral zone, thrown in by Bartley. A pretty good toss there from the red line. It was.
Weisenberger.
Weisenberger, that's a bad save. Kicks it out to his left-hand side as Bartley's going to throw it back down in the near corner, looking down there for Jay Harris. Jay Harris going to throw a player down over on the far side. It's chipped up and high into the waiting arms of the defense. This goes back over to Bartley, and this puck is a saucer puck, comes up into the stands. That was a little ways from me. I don't think I could have got it.
Everybody is talking about saying, gotta stay alert. Never know. Puck might make your way up into the stands.
There was a few pucks went out yesterday.
One lucky person got to keep the puck yesterday.
Yep, a lot of times they just throw it back, keep the game going. Jay Harris going to step in. With Bill Hauer, one over to the Brookings Rangers. They're going to throw it in. It's going to be a dead puck. We're going to go back down the other way as it was an icing call. It's the third period.
Jay Harris, Bauer Bartley both have scored for the Brookings Rangers to lead 2-0. Just 42 seconds in now to the third period. They scored one in the first and one in the second.
As this is one back to the defense of the Brookings Rangers. Nielsen tries to keep it going in the neutral zone. Turn back over to Bartley. Over to defense. Over there. There's Krogman trying to keep it alive. Try to keep it moving in the right direction for the Brookings Rangers. Now it gets pushed up. This is Nielsen. Nielsen looking for a pass across ice. This goes over to Jason Reddy. Weber's there, and a nice shot by Reddy up into the glove of Weisenberger.
Jason Reddy wearing number 16 for the Brookings Rangers. We know who he is.
Yeah, we know who he is. Not to make light of Jason Reddy, as he's been a heck of a player this tournament for the Brookings Rangers. As this one goes back down, Pushed over. This is Fischbach. Out to the blue line. Trying to hold the line was Johnson, and we're going back the other way. This is Holland. Holland going to drive it all the way and takes a shot. Pad save. And another one goes through the blue paint. Ryder Anderson with his first touch of this third period. And Rangers are in on the far side looking for a give and go. Now we're going to go down, deep down in that offensive zone for the Rangers over on that far corner. Comes back out to the defense. This is Frederick. He's going to throw it down into the corner as play continues. This is Loveseth trying to push it around and comes out into the neutral zone and down. Brookings Rangers going to work it up out of that defensive zone over to the far side. Cooper Schneider. Cooper Schneider's going to throw it in and wrap it around up to the near side. And wraps around the far side, held in by the Rangers. Wrapping it around 2 times in that offensive zone. And out in the neutral zone. And pushed down into that Aberdeen zone. Puck comes up. This side up to Jensen. He's going to get it with his legs. Going to take a shot. Broken up by the defense. Looking for a centering pass is the Rangers. Down that red line. Getting run off the puck is Kristofferson. This is Bartley. As he's going to throw it in over to that far side. Trying to get a handle on it over there is Talon Hyde. Talon Hyde, he stays with it. Back out to the defense. Schneider helps him out over that far side. Centering pass. That was the Heller. He couldn't get it on his stick and wrapped back around. Over the far side, Talon Hyde. He's going to circle back around. Up here to Bartley. Going to take a shot into the glove. Weisenberger. Bartley seems like he's just playing most of this game. As they did switch out and he stayed out.
He's had a heck of a hockey game. He's done a really good job defensively and offensively as he got the power play goal.
As this face-off is won over by the Aberdeen Cougars is Vilhauer. Vilhauer going to look for a cross pass all the way across to Dahlman. Chasing back to the near side. Vilhauer and Dahlman. And into the corner is Rorick. He's being pinned into that near corner. As we're at a stalemate, maybe looking for a whistle here. As this puck is not on the move, and we're going to get a whistle. You can see the players pushing and shoving over there, and that puck is still stuck.
You know, working hard, trying to get that all the way out of that that corner. Turns into an offensive zone face-off for Aberdeen. Though for Aberdeen, they'll take it. They get a chance to set themselves up. They can win the face-off.
Carter Vilhauer. As this is one back over into the near side. Aberdeen Cougars looking to center the puck, and there's a good puck into the glove. That was turned by Rorick. As Ryder Anderson makes the save. We talked about the Aberdeen Cougars needing shots on goal. As we face off, this is Vilhauer. And he scores! And he scores just like the last face-off. That was Warwick. It was Vilhauer at the dot. Pushes it towards the net, and Warwick got this one to go. Drake Warwick.
Big shot off the face-off 5-hole on Anderson. And a big goal. And all of a sudden, it is a 2-1 game with 13 minutes to go in this third period.
And I believe that's going to be a Vilhauer an assist as he took the face-off 2 times in a row. The one time Rourke just missed it as they throw another one on. A little pep in your step for the Aberdeen Cougars here after they score that goal with 13:02. It's a 2-1 game in this third place game on Championship Saturday as it's thrown into the glove. Dropped it back down was Ryder Anderson. That shot went on by Vilhauer as the Aberdeen Cougars find themselves down by 1. There goes a shot on by Carroll and up into the netting. So the Aberdeen Cougars are not out yet. as they find themselves down just by one. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Brookings Rangers. It is Jay Harris. One back to the defense. Pushed down in the near corner. This is Heller. Heller going to skate it in, trying to get to a backhand. Broken up. Over on that far side, he's going to get his rebound at the dot. Going to take a shot. That one goes up and over the top of everything. That shot one by Heller. Wrapped back around. Heller loses an edge in the back of the net. As this thrown down, Talon Hyde in that far corner. He loses the puck. Cougars with an opportunity here as they up through the neutral zone. And Heller going to throw it back out to Hyde for the Brookings Rangers up ahead. Up ahead there for Jay Harris. Can't keep it on his stick, and it's going to come back out. All the way back down to the far end. This is Holland. He's going to look for an opportunity. Can't get anything going as Talon Hyde brings it over to that far side. A shot broken up in traffic. Brookings Rangers now quickly into that offensive zone. Held in here by Bartley. Can't hold the line. He's going to throw it down deep and out of play. New life here for the Cougars.
Yes. Goal again here from Rourke right off the faceoff. A little bit harder to see for Ryder Anderson coming from the Rourke shot. It's turned into that first goal of the game for Aberdeen, and they're back within one.
So Weber's going to go in for the offensive faceoff. One over by the Cougars. Off of a skate on an exit pass. And it's held in the near side. This is Reddy. Reddy's going to get to his forehand. Looking for a shot, and turning on this one is Heller.
Belly coming up on Aberdeen.
And we're going to have a hook on the Aberdeen Cougars. It's going to put the Brookings Rangers on a Pelican Power Sports power play.
Dahlman's going to go for the hook. 11:01 to go in this third period. They are 1 for 1, are the Rangers on this power play so far. Pelican Power Sports power play. Overall, they were coming in just 0 for 1 in 2 days.
Jay Harris back out on a redirect in front on a quick shot from the blue line. It's back out to the blue line over on the far side of Bartley, trying to get it to Nielsen in front. He can't get his stick on it. Nielsen's going to chase to the corner. It's a power play for the Rangers. Rangers back up to the point. Back over to the far side. That's Krogman and Bartley playing that point. That was Talon Hyde, and we're going back the other way. Looking short-handed here is Rourke. He's going to pass it over and a shot, and he scores! Vilhauer! Vilhauer's going to tie this one up on a short-handed goal. It started with Trick Rourke as he picked it off in the neutral zone, and here he goes.
And a great pass over across, and no chance for Ryder Anderson to make that save. And a short-handed goal from the best Aberdeen Cougar player on this team. Carter Vilhauer's got this game tied at 2.
And what a time for a shorty. There's a face-off, one over to the Brookings Rangers up in the neutral zone. We have a 2-2 game in this third place game. And it's cleared out by the Aberdeen Cougars. You got to remember, the Rangers are still on a power play here for just a minute left. And that shorthanded goal, we've seen a couple this tournament. And there goes a shot and up into the screen by the Brookings Rangers. Those are freebies. The shorthanded goals are always nice. Takes the pressure off your defense.
Yeah, because now even if you do give up that power play goal, you're even. You
Yep.
end up going even. Now,
Yeah.
obviously it's 2-2, so you don't want to go back down, but you end up being even because of that.
As the Brookings Rangers have less than a minute here to get going. There's a shot in front all the way to the pad. And Weisenberger stayed with it. And it's cleared out by the Aberdeen Cougars. A couple stops at point-blank range as the Rangers are going to get it going up through the neutral zone. This is Krogman going to dump it off to Nielsen. Nielsen right back to the corner to Krogman, all the way back around. Jay Harris. Nielsen goes in to help out. There's 29 seconds left on this Rangers power play. Good defense being played and cleared out by the Aberdeen Cougars. Goes all the way down where Krogman's going to have to go to the length of the ice here in 15 seconds to capitalize on this second power play opportunity for the Rangers. Rangers are in. Gets it picked off his skates. And a pair of number 10s battling over there and cleared out. Once again by the Aberdeen Cougars, and that's going to do it for the power play. Aberdeen comes up with a short-handed goal at 10:28. We're at 8:50 in this game. It's a 2-2 game. Brookings Rangers up into the neutral zone, through the neutral zone, and dump it down deep in the offensive zone. Pushed along, but not out. On the far side, back around their own goalie, up to the near side. This is Jensen going to take a shot in traffic. I don't know how he saw it. Weisenberger's got it.
It is all squared at 2. We mentioned it. Aberdeen needs to get more shots on goal. Well, they've only got 4 shots in this third period, but they've scored twice to make this a 2-2 tie.
This is Jack Loveseth taking the face off as he's pushing down in that near corner. On that far side, good defense being played there by the Aberdeen Cougars, and they're going to chip it out on a backhand back to Johnson. This is Caleb Johnson. Defense to defense, intercepted, and Aberdeen is in, but offsides. Stoppage of play, and this game looks a little different than it did, John, at the period break.
It looks a little bit different than it did 5 minutes ago. It was a 2-0 lead just 5 minutes ago.
As the Aberdeen Cougars have some life here. After that shorthanded goal, Brookings Rangers up to the red line. They're going to go in 2-on-2. Weber stretching it out to the corner on the backside, working below that red line. It's Weber. He clears himself some space. Going to turn back down deep in that offensive zone over on the far corner. Gets taken off his stick. Aberdeen Cougars now have an opportunity to go 2-on-2 as they're going to be offsides. Malsom held up just for a second. And we get an offsides call. Neutral zone faceoff. That was a nice goal by Vilhauer on the shorthanded goal. Goes all the way back down to the defense. Pushed up by Danielson. All the way back down on the chase. The first one there is Rorick. Gets upended down in that corner by Bartley. Stoppage of play. 7:17 left in this second to last game. It's a third place game in the boys state tournament right here at the Shields Iceplex.
By the way, this is no matter what happens in this game, the highest finish for Aberdeen since 2003. This is one of their best years in the last 23 years. And they're not content with just fourth place right now, though.
Face off, one over by the Brookings Rangers. Talon Hyde is in. Nice defense once again being played. This is Dahlman. Going to try to push it up to Rorick. He can't catch up with it. This is Danielson. He's going to throw it in deep for the Aberdeen Cougars. As the Aberdeen Cougars wait in the neutral zone for Brookings. As Hyde throws it all the way over the far side. Heller puts the brakes on. Up to Bartley. Bartley's going to square up. He's going to take a shot right to the chest of Weisenberger. That was Mauer Bartley. Took his time. Had a good look at Weisenberger. Couldn't get it around him.
He's been stellar in this game, has Weisenberger. He's been really stellar almost all tournament, other than the barrage of goals that Yankton had, which they've done to the first two teams that they played.
Face-off is cleared off on to the other end, and that's an icing call, and we're going to do it again. Cooper Schneider's going to go in for the Brookings Rangers.
He's made 23 saves so far, 70 saves in this state tournament for Andrew Weisenberger right now.
Schneider and Medell. This is one back out. To Allman, he's going to throw it down deep. Now it goes up and over the top of Allman's head. And all the way back down for another icing call. 6:22 left in this one. somebody's going to have to score, as it will not end in a tie.
One way or the other. I mentioned something about a shootout between the Sioux Falls teams. There is no shootout. We'll play as many overtimes as we need to get a third-place winner.
No need to panic. 6 minutes left for both of these teams. This is Weber. And go in on his offhand. Gets it taken off of his stick. Trying to hold his own, and they do. And going around, and we're going to have a penalty here coming on the Aberdeen Cougars. As a delayed penalty here for the Rangers as they miss in the neutral zone, and it's touched by the Aberdeen Cougars.
Another penalty. It's the third power play now for the Brookings Rangers. A tripping call against...
That is going to go on
Byram. Jason Byram will go for the trip with 5:52 left to go here in this third period.
The last penalty kill they were on, the Aberdeen Cougars, they scored a shorthanded goal, and this is one in the offensive zone. Back out to Krogman at the line, out to Krogman again. Setting up this power play over to Bartley. Little give and go there down to the far line. This is Krogman. He's going to square up, going to pass it over to the near side. And Nielsen missed it. One-timer as it goes all the way across. He had everything on that one, and he whiffed. Over to the near side. There goes a shot. Karam's all the way back around, hustling over is Krogman. This is ready. He's going to step around. He's going to push it over on the far side. Good look for Hyde, and it gets patted away. Nielsen trying to keep it alive deep in the offensive zone. It's a power play here. We're approaching that 1 minute left. Broken up in traffic and cleared out by the Aberdeen Cougars.
I think Weisenberger got to that puck to make that save. We'll have to watch the replay. That was an incredible save by Weisenberger if he made it there.
This is Talon Hyde. Going to bring it in, try to set up. Over to Nielsen, back to Hyde. Looking for Nielsen. Now he's got it on his stick, and he takes a shot right into the pads of Weisenberger. Nielsen's been high in the slot. He fanned on one. He got all of that one.
What a pass that went across. And Weisenberger, he got over there to make the save.
That looks like it hurt.
Oh, the save by Weisenberger.
It makes my legs hurt.
26 saves on 28 shots now with 4:39 to go in this third period.
Feels like I pulled a muscle watching him. As offensive play here, it's a power play. That continues for the Rangers. Over on the far side, this is Johnson. Back out to the blue line. There's a shot goes on and a glove save. Couldn't glove it cleanly.
That was a glove save by Danielson. That stung him.
As this is Kloot. Holding the line is Bartley. And this is Deers. Deers going to give it to Zweber. Back to Bartley, just barely toting the line. And 15 seconds left. This is back to Bartley. He's going to walk it down. Going to take a shot. Maybe looking for a tip in front as Klug was over there. There goes a shot. They slap it on in the near corner. This is Deers. Mason Deers looking for a centering pass. And we are full strength as the Aberdeen Cougars. Here comes a puck.
Heads up.
Oh, I had that one.
That's the closest we've gotten to a puck over
That's
here.
the closest one. Now that one I almost could have had.
And if you'd have thrown it back, I'd have been mad at you.
And that's Mr. Siefkin caught that one, Rachel's dad.
He's watching a lot of hockey the last couple weekends.
He's ready. As we're going to have an offensive face-off down here. Vilhauer's going to take it for the Aberdeen Cougars. Pushed down into that far corner and won over by Krogman. Krogman going to flip it out into the neutral zone and turn back the other way by Dahlman. The Aberdeen Cougars now. Rorik, he throws it down deep over on that far side. Vilhauer, and he's got another one! Carter Vilhauer shot it from the exact same place. He shot the short-handed goal. And the Aberdeen Cougars are also up 3-2.
He just does not miss.
That was a rocket.
Right past the blocker side of Anderson. and it's a 3-2 lead with 3 goals in this third period for the Aberdeen Cougars, 2 from Carter Vilhauer.
We got to look at the replay, John, if you got that one at some point. That was a shot.
We just watched it. You want to watch it again?
It was. I missed it.
We'll watch it again here in a second.
Yeah, that was a good shot. It's Carter Vilhauer. How good has he been for the Aberdeen Cougars this tournament? As this puck comes out to the neutral zone, this is Vilhauer. Pushing it up the right direction, this is Wasson. This is Malsom. Malsom looking for a centering pass over on the far side. Dahlman can't get there. Dahlman's going to wrap it back around and up into the neutral zone where Danielson's going to settle it down over to their dot and all the way back down, turned over to the defense of the Brookings Rangers. This is Nielsen going to pitchfork it in. Danielson grabs it, chip it off the glass. Goes all the way back down and in. Looking maybe for an icing call as they work out of that defensive zone. Held in nicely there by the Rangers down to that far corner. Danielson wraps it around, hustling over, and going back the other way. This is Holland. Holland's going to go in, 1-on-2, pass a little bit far behind his teammate over on the far side. That was Malsom, who couldn't handle a pass to the back. There goes a shot in and a pad save there by Ryder Anderson. One good shot. Or the Aberdeen Cougars and the Brookings Rangers are in, and a shot goes up and over the top.
We'll watch that replay again here. Carter Vilhauer's second goal of the game. Made that 50-50 puck play, and he has just not been able to miss in this state tournament.
Rangers are going to take a timeout here.
There's that shot from the other
And Vilhauer going to his right, and he shoots to that upper far corner. Looked just like his shorthanded goal.
And again, this is the third place game right now. Sioux Falls East beat Sioux Falls West. Aberdeen and Brookings playing right now. Rushmore and Yankton set for a 7 o'clock puck drop. We'll have coverage at 6:45 on Capital City Rock, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. By the way, also, South Dakota Hockey will have a player of the game.
We will.
Carter Vilhauer got it back on Thursday. We will see who's going to get it if Aberdeen does win.
He's having a game.
If the Rangers do win, obviously we'll have somebody for Brookings. As the first one was Jason Reddy, who scored that game-winning goal that was tipped in. Well, with 1:51 left to go, Ryder Anderson is going to go back to his net.
And we're at a minute 51.
Oh, there he goes.
And he's going to go in.
So it is 6-on-5 with 1:51 to go. This place is getting loud.
The Rangers got to hold the zone here. As won by the Aberdeen Cougars. Fan on an exit shot. There it goes all the way back down, and they score. The Aberdeen Cougars, that was Trike Rowick, I believe, on an empty netter. It is. And what a tournament this Aberdeen Cougars team has had.
Right down the middle for Drake Rourke.
At 143, off the face-off. Threw it the whole distance of the ice. And we're a minute and 40 away from a third-place trophy for the Aberdeen Cougars.
Vilhauer will get the assist, and it's a 2-goal lead.
That's 2 goals by Drake Warwick, too.
So again, he's making his case for a player of the game.
He's got 2 assists also. As it's thrown back down by Danielson. We're approaching that 1-minute mark. Brookings Rangers need 2.
Ryder Anderson's going again.
Ryder Anderson's back out. It's flipped down. Over on that far side, it's Dahlman trying to keep it alive in their offensive zone. Balsam's over there. This puck's tied up. Dahlman's tying it up. He's leaning on the puck, and they can't get rid of it. Now he's down on the ground. It does come out, and we get a whistle.
And 5 Rangers over there.
Everybody digging for the puck. Paxton Dahlman is leaning on it with everything he had.
51 seconds, 51.5. Anderson does have to come out because it is an offensive zone draw for Aberdeen.
Directing a little traffic. Out there is Brady Oswald. He's going to go in on the offensive faceoff, slaps it to the corner. Brookings Rangers looking to get up out of the zone, mishandled in the near corner. Going back up the other way.
There goes Anderson again.
Kicking all the way up. Anderson is out. Offensive zone here. In back of that Aberdeen goaltender. That was Malsom who couldn't get a handle on it. Held in by Bartley. Now comes out into the neutral zone. And Oswald can't get a handle on it. There's another shot. I thought it was going in on an empty net.
Malsom just missed it.
Oswald gets a piece of it. And now the Brookings Rangers, this is Bartley. He's going to cross the blue line, going to take a shot. Broken up in traffic. We're at 7 seconds. Puck is in the near corner, trapped in the near corner. Nielsen's pushing for it. It's a little late as this one's going to be over. It's the Aberdeen Cougars. It's a 7th seed, taking 3rd place in this state tournament. And you can see the celebration on the far end. My Aberdeen Cougars as they coast past their fan base.
The 7th seed comes in and takes 3rd place.
And beat a good Brookings Rangers team.
They beat the number 2 team and a team that consistently is a state championship contender to get 3rd place.
What a season for this Aberdeen Cougars team and Aberdeen Cougars program.
We will step aside and come back with our post-game show and our player of the game. You're listening to the State Tournament on Capital City Rock, K-Country, and also on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
It starts with a little push, a hand to hold, and the courage to step onto the ice for the very first time. But somewhere along the way, you stop needing a hand to hold. You find your edge, you find your grit, and you realize you are never skating alone. The future of hockey is waiting with South Dakota Hockey.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Stulken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson, LLP, 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
We welcome you back as we'll send down to Jim Lloyd with our player of the game as he can take it from there.
All right, we are down on the Aberdeen Cougars bench with the third place team and player of the game, Drake Warwick. Drake, today, 2 goals, 2 assists. Take us through this game.
We went down early. In between going into the third period, we knew we had it in us to get back, and that's exactly what we did, and we ended up on top.
All right. Tell us about this team that took you there. You guys have had quite a tournament.
Oh, yeah, it's an unbelievable group of guys here, and we've been through so much. It just is awesome to be here at the end of the day.
This has been the hottest team in the end of the season in the entire state. This is the third place. Aberdeen Cougars and Drake Rourke.
Drake Rourke, our player of the game, as the Aberdeen Cougars came in as the hottest team in the states. 4 goals in the third period. Drake Rourke had 2 goals and an assist as Carter Vilhauer. He ended up with 4 points as well, but he was also, for Vilhauer, he was player of the game on Thursday, and Drake Rourke, I mean, he had an overall great tournament. Could have gone with Andrew Weisenberger as well, who had a great tournament through 3 games as well. And today, with 26 shots saves and 28 shots in total, and what a job by this Aberdeen team. The 7 seed comes in and takes third place. They upset Sioux Falls East on Thursday 4-2 after trailing 2-0. And then here again, they trailed 2-0 and came back and won 4-2, including an empty net goal from Drake Rourke to seal the deal. And that's how the third place game goes. So we have now gotten all but that championship game in. Sioux Falls East beat Sioux Falls West for the 5th place consolation trophy. Aberdeen now is the 3rd place champions with the win over Brookings 4-2. And now it's the championship game. Rushmore and Yankton coming up at 6:45. Coming up here this evening, 6:45 with coverage, 7 o'clock puck drop between Rushmore and Yankton for our state championship here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Final score is a 4-2 win for the Aberdeen Cougars to take 3rd place, their highest finish since 2003. And what a job it was for this Aberdeen Cougars squad coming in as a 7th seed. And now it is a 3rd place Aberdeen Cougars. Brookings will take 4th. And it is the Cougars that will get our 2nd win of the day. Coming back at 6:45 tonight, so just a little under an hour from now, we'll be back on the air for our championship game between Rushmore and Yankton here on at Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. 4-2 win for Aberdeen over Brookings, as we'll be back at 6:45 tonight for our state championship contest.
Listening to the State Varsity Hockey Tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, presented by the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by Zander Auto Parts, the Aberdeen Chamber, Wagner Auto, Allied Plumbing and Heating, Weatherall, The Field House, Bauman Lumber, DJ's Cenex, Stolken Peterson LLP, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, River Bottom Sanitation, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, Envirotech, Lake Area Technical College, Leisure Palace, May Adam, Pelican Power Sports, and First Dakota National Bank. Join us all weekend for more state tournament hockey action on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting, Central South Dakota's sports leader.